Hello, everybody. Aslan, Hajivandi, Ira Schoffel, managing editor of Warchant.com. Your ultimate Seminoles sports source. Only $1 for an entire month or 25% off an entire year to access the website. Act now. It's running out of time. We're not running out of time. We got 19 more of these, 20 more of these, 25 in total, but they'll do 20 before they actually start game week preparations. We're here after Florida State had practice on Monday. First morning session of the year. I think I might be a morning guy now, Ira. Don't tell anybody else. But let's first talk about the poll that just came out. Preseason coaches poll just came out. Florida State 8th, you said?
Yeah, Florida State's number 8. Clemson's one spot behind them, I believe, at number 9. Yeah. LSU's up in the top 5. LSU's number 5. So Florida State's got a little something to prove in that season opener.
Absolutely. We did this for the round table, and I thought Florida State would be about 5. I thought you'd have Georgia, Alabama by reputation. Not that Nick doesn't have a great program going right now, probably. Michigan, I could see them being ahead of Florida State. Southern Cal, maybe if you want to throw Ohio State just because of their track record. But to have LSU in front of them seems a little bit dubious, but I guess shout out to the national media for putting Clemson behind Florida State. For some reason, the conference media thinks that Clemson is in a better sort of position than Florida State right now. And I'm not the homer guy, just not that you are either, but I couldn't say it didn't make sense to me in Charlotte. Yeah,
I mean, the argument you'd have to make if you were going to put Clemson ahead of Florida State right now, with Florida State having the experienced quarterback, probably the better quarterback, and the more experienced team, you'd have to say, well, it's just history. Until Florida State's done it, you've got to give credit to the team that's won it. Clemson's won 7 of the last 8 ACC championships, 7 straight games against Florida State. So I get it from that perspective. But yeah, if you're looking at it on paper, the way I think the coaches nationally are looking at it, Florida State looks like the better team.
What do you think the staff, I mean, I don't know, maybe not the staff, but what do you think if you told, rank and file player right now that they're ranked preseason 8? Do you think they'd be like, oh, cool, or do you think they'd be like, no respect?
I think they can use it that way, especially because they are opening against LSU, and they beat LSU last year, and they had
identical records.
Identical records. So there's nothing to point to say that, LSU is definitely going to be better. And Florida State brings back, so much talent, plus bringing in so many newcomers. So yeah, I think that would be the rallying point. And from a conference standpoint, I don't think it was a bad thing that Clemson was picked to win the conference because, again, that gives you something to kind of rally around early in the year.
And the game is in Death Valley, so I guess I can maybe understand that. But again, here we are. Who'd have thought 2-3 years ago, preseason 8? I'm not happy with it, but we'll take it, right? Better than scratching and clawing. Let's just get 7 wins. Let's just get to a bowl game.
Yeah, I was talking to, actually, Leonard Hamilton came by practice today. Also, Dennis Gates, former FSU assistant coach, now the head coach at Missouri, came by to visit his old boss, Leonard Hamilton. I was talking to them, and Dennis Gates asked me, the last time Dennis Gates was on campus was 2019. And he's like, so are they going to be ranked this preseason? I said, yeah, man, they're going to be in the top 10. He was like, really? I mean, he knew they had gotten better. He was surprised by that. So, yeah, man, things have changed pretty quickly.
All right, let's get to practice then. Monday, they were in shells, shoulder pads, helmets.
Who was on the cart behind us?
The opposition, all the other websites, all the other beat guys. We walk around here. That's what we do. We hoof it. Just getting destroyed by gnats, though, so maybe they're smarter than I am. I love this first team offense. I love this first team defense. I love the second team offense mostly. Second team defense, I'm having to kind of find a way to wrap my arms around them. There's a lot of new guys out there, new names, but they're performing quite well. I mean, what is your takeaways right now looking at it? It seems like the young guys, if they're going to make an impact on this team this season, if we're just judging about the first few days of practice, they're probably going to have to do it on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and I think there's opportunities there, and there's some talent. We like a lot of those really young freshman defensive backs, even the freshman linebackers. I mean, it's an impressive overall crop of new players. But it's funny today, Corey asked Mike Norvell if, now you're starting to see Johnny Wilson make a big play, Keon Coleman make a big play, Jaheim Bell make a big play. Are you starting to see that offense kind of hit? And Norvell's like, well, settle down. We're 4 practices in, so he's going to tell them to slow the roll. But you could see that, though. I mean, there have been times in the past where a big play would be made at practice and you knew who it was. Mm-hmm. Now, man, it could be a bunch of different guys.
Yeah, I'm like, who's 30? I'm like, who's 24? And it's like, Kirkland, it's Rawls. Rawls had a pick, and they went crazy for him towards the end of the practice when they went to 11 on 11. I thought Johnny had probably his best day so far of the early camp. I mean, he did drop one early on, but, man, the catches he makes, you just can't defend him. I want to wrap my arms around Renardo Green, whoever's the cornerback, but hey, man, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. If Johnny can perform at this level, it's incredible. We spoke to him after practice. He might think that number 8 is a little bit underwhelming for this team because he's like, we're stacked. He's like, we keep saying, it's like, you cannot double team us. Like, double team me, Good luck with Keon. Good luck with Jaheim. Good luck with Trav. Good luck with Trey.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's just scratching the surface. So to see the young guys performing and these veterans also delivering has been really impressive. I thought the intensity was really good. That was one of the things the coach talked about in his opening comments, it seemed like, after practice as well.
Yeah, it was good. And I think they had a day off. They practiced 3 days last week in the afternoon, and those were brutal, man. With the heat index was over 100 degrees. You had a lot of guys dealing with body cramps. I mean, it was a struggle to get through those 3 days. And they got a day off yesterday, came back today in the morning, and I think Norvell and the coaches were eager to see, will they have that pep in their step, and they sure did. I mean, both sides of the ball, and like you said, the offense is impressive, but the defense wins plenty of its battles, maybe more than its share of battles. It starts up front. Jared Verse, we talked to Braden Fisk today, but Jared Verse has been, there was a play today where he got back and Jordan had to throw it away. I think he beat 3 guys. I mean, it's that defensive front's going to be something.
Yeah, Verse, Fisk being more than a handful. Gilbert Edmond had what
Right.
Mike Norvell classified as probably his best hold day since he's been here at Florida State. He had a forced fumble in 11-on-11 where he just whooped this man, got to the quarterback, smacked the ball out. So he was the guy that John Papucha said in the preseason luncheon that, if you asked him, like, he's not here trying to be the number 3 guy or the first guy off the bench. He wants to be right next to Jared or Patrick, however they're going to do it. So to seeing that, maybe a question mark that people had coming into practice kind of sort itself out, another good sign too.
Yeah, they need him to, because you let one of your guys leave. Derek McClendon left in the spring. He was basically probably your number 3 defensive end, but now you really needed Gilbert Edmond to step up, and he's done that. Norvell said that he's really done a good job of getting his weight up, trying to become more of a complete player, and you've seen it in practice. I thought that strip sack was really impressive. It was a heady play. It wasn't just they beat his guy, but then he finished the play by getting the strip sack. And yeah, I mean, they're going to need him, Byron Turner, and maybe 1 or 2 others. Jaden Jones, a junior college defensive end who transferred in last year after ACL. He's showing that he's getting back into the swing of things. So there's going to be a rotation there at defensive end.
All right, those are our observations. Corey Clark is up on his perch up there, typing out everything else that happened in the 25 periods here on Monday. So check that out. Got to be a member. It's only $1 for a month, 25% off an entire year. That'll take you through championship parade, Leonard getting the team back in the big dance, Link getting the team back to Omaha.
Also, Tom Lang's typing up his trench notes. Yeah. So he watches the offensive line, defensive line. You'll have that as well, and plenty of coverage coming. Got all those videos up, plus plenty more coverage from practice today.
Jeff Cameron Show, 1 to 3 o'clock. Seminole headlines tomorrow, 1 to 3 o'clock. Wake up, Warchant.
Smash tonight, buddy.
Smash tonight, that's right. These
a little
two guys,
preview. This is a little preview of the Smash night.
Dry run almost, dry run. He's Ira, I'm Aslan. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe, please.